Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bonnie Blue and I'm back for another Love and Hip Hop New York review, everybody. So let's just get right into it. Okay, everybody seemed to be disappointed that I didn't elaborate on the fact that Tara was with Peter when he was with another woman. Actually, I know of this story too. It was his baby mom from down here in New Orleans, and you know, they were together at the time that him and Tara met. Tara was, in college or fresh out of college, and it was just supposed to be, a kind of fuck friendship type of thing, but nothing serious. And then, they got together and had a kid and bloggity, 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 blah, the whole hoopla story. Okay. Y'all want me to talk about this? Do I have to say that you reap what you sow? Do I have to say that what goes around comes around? Do I have to say that how you get them is how you lose them? I've said this time and time again. It is so obvious, and I kind of feel like she is getting the worst part of this entire situation to the point that I don't really feel the need to beat up on her more. I really don't. I don't feel the need to keep telling Tara, hey, you dumb bitch, you should have never took him from the bitch he was with. You thought he was going to be faithful to you somehow? I don't know why he wasn't faithful to the bitch he was with before you. What were you thinking? You should have known. And I can say this, but women go with their emotions every damn time. So there is no point in me wasting my goddamn breath telling a bitch shoulda, coulda, woulda, what she shoulda did, okay? Because she didn't learn that lesson, obviously, but I bet her fucking ass know now. I bet she know now that once a cheat, always a cheat. Once I gotta have a family on two sides of the city, always a nigga that's gotta have two families on different sides of the city. Okay? It is what it is. Peter is a dickhead. It's very obvious. And even though he must slang awesome ding-a-ling, okay, that still does not make it okay for what he has done. But because the bitches he's with has made it okay, that's the situation that they're in. That's their problem. It's Tara's fault and it's Amina's fault. But let's not forget, most of all, it is Peter's fault, which he doesn't seem to understand. So she and Yandy, y'all know I'm talking about Tara, they meet up at the gym so they can talk about the situation. And Yandy assures Tara that she is not going to sign Amina because that's her girl. And I'm like, Yandy, you sound fucking stupid. At the end of the day, if the bitch is a good talent, then you need to go ahead and make that money and put her music out there. Fuck all that personal shit, okay? Fuck all that personal shit, because if you really want to do your girl Tara a favor, you should throw her a few dollars so she can get her ass out of that shitty apartment that she living in. I'm just saying, throw her a few dollars so she can buy a vacuum and clean her dirty ass floor so that Peter won't be walking around with mud on the bottom of his shoes. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know how a nigga outside rolling around in the dirt, you ain't had no rug, nothing. You ain't had no rug. You need somebody to buy a rug, bitch. That's what you need. Okay, like I'm just saying, Yandy works on my nerves in this scene because I feel like Yandy is always trying to perpetuate the I'm the baby mama, I'm the woman, and you the whole theme. And it's like, Yandy, that's not your storyline, baby. That's not your storyline. That's not your storyline, so I don't know why you understand it so deeply. I don't know. And you also should have been a real friend and told Tara a long time ago that Peter was up to no fucking good. You sitting up there acting like, oh my God, my poor friend. Bitch, please. A real friend would have been like, well, bitch, I feel bad for you, but it's not like you didn't know this nigga was dirt. Okay, it's not like you didn't know he was dirt. But that's not the real deal type of bitch I feel like Yandy is. Yandy gonna try to make your feelings feel better, okay? So Peter and Amina meet up, and he asked Amina to stop posting shit, for the time being because it's upsetting Tara and she's going through it, and that's making his children upset, blase, blase. And here's the thing that pisses me off. You want to tell her not to post pictures, and then when she turns around and says, but I'm your wife, you still steady perpetuating that. Why don't you tell her you don't want to be married to her? Why don't you tell her that you made a mistake by marrying her? Why don't you be real with her? Why? She's not the only one that deserves to get hit in the fucking face with a bombshell, okay? I'm saying Tara. Tara's not the only one that deserves to get hit in the face with something. Amina needs to get hit in the face too. You don't want to be married to her. Be honest with her. Because if you did, you wouldn't be trying to be with Tara too. You want your cake and you want to eat it too, but that's not how shit goes down. I don't understand how you make it to 40-something years old and you don't know that by now. I guess because bitches been letting you do whatever you want to do. Amina, you just as stupid. But Amina sure did turn it around quick, fast, in a hurry and tell him that he is not making things pop for her career fast enough. So she might have to go ahead and find herself another manager. And she doesn't want to do that, but she just might have to. And I'm like, so you going to get with a new manager? You going to fuck him too? Because I kind of feel like, I mean, that means you're going to find a new man if you're going to get a new manager, bitch. That's kind of how I felt when I heard her say it. I'm just saying. And so, you know what I mean? I'm just not feeling this whole situation. Like, I'm getting annoyed with the habitualness of them having the same conversations over and over again. It's starting to annoy me a little bit. I'm sorry. But anyway, so Peter talks to Rich, and Rich assures him with all that drama going on that even though it's a messy situation, they still want to fuck with Amina, okay, as far as managing her, assigning her to the label. He hasn't had this conversation with Yandy in a little while, so he doesn't know that Yandy ain't about that life. Yandy ain't about fucking with whispering, Eartha Kitt singing ass Amina, okay? She is not here for that at all. But when they finally do have the conversation, she told him, she was like, she is messy. And I'm like, why don't you just say what it is? It's not just because she messy, it's because it's your friend whose man she's married to. Let's be honest, okay? I hate when you're trying to act like it's all business shit when you definitely using some of your personal feelings in to make this decision. Don't do me, Yandy. Don't, okay? Yandy, why you always gotta have your stomach out when it looks inappropriate? I don't understand. Like, she don't be having a flatted stomach and then she walk with her butt sticking out. So it's just a most uncomfortable situation. What the fuck was that she had on, bitch? Was that lime green? Like, what were you doing? Anyway, y'all, like, I can't deal for people with big asses and big titties to be walking around in fucking neon green colors. Like, why are you doing that? An entire outfit, bitch, a jumper and all into one? Stop it. Stop it. I don't want to see it anymore. Thank you. I wasn't here for it at all. So Peter shows up when Yandy tells Rich that she does not want to fuck with Amina. And he come up like a crackhead looking for money, okay? Yeah, we're going to work. Yeah, so we're going to do it. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then Yandy says, I have no intention of signing Amina. No, I do not. And when she explains in the nicest way possible to say that I'm not dealing with you and your messy ass bitch wife, whatever, because Tara my fucking friend, you dirtbag ass nigga. That's what she really wanted to say. Okay, but Peter is all excited with his new graphic t-shirt that he just bought from Walmart to make up for some of the stuff that he lost, you know, since Tara cut up all his shit. That bitch cut up the sneakers. I was like, oh my God, bitch, you went far. Okay, Amina just pressured a nigga long enough to get a ring. Tara, you was stupid. Sit up there talking about, it was never, like, it didn't matter whether I married Peter or not. You know, as long as we were together and we could deal with each other, we have these 2 kids. And it's like, well, see, that's where you fucked up. Because that's what you should have been worrying about. This bitch got a ring and she only been fucking with your man for a year. You fucking up. If you ask me, I'm just saying. I bet you if she pressure him a little bit more, she can get a house out the nigga. I bet you she pressure him a little bit more, she can get a car out the nigga. Like, everything that you should have been pressuring him to get out of him in these past 13 years, all you did was slip on some good dick and get you 2 kids. That did not take that was not hard work at all. Amina looked like she about that pressuring and crying and shit until a nigga heart bleed and he ain't got no point but to do what she asked to do. And then she do it in a weird accent. I promise you, you're fucking up, Tara. Amina is tricking a nigga right. I'm just saying. So, like I was saying, y'all, Peter sitting up there talking about, you know, well, Yandy, since you're not going to help me out, I know you're not going to mind for Rich to help me. And Rich is just over here like, man, you got me out here looking crazy. This is a crazy position. And it's like, nigga, you been out here looking crazy. It's not a surprise to anybody. Even though this season I've been here for you, Rich. You a creep, but I still been here for you for some reason. I feel bad for you. I really do. Because I feel like out of everybody that plays the villain on these shows, you're the most likable. I just feel like you're an idiot who's being ruled by his dick. That's about it. And you're an asshole, and you think people should, I just feel like you're an asshole because, Lord, no, but I still felt bad for you when your girl Nia Lee went off on you, man. I felt so bad for you. I was like, this bitch in her haircut, just screams rib me. Like, it just screams make fun of me. Like, how the fuck you go off on people like that with you in that fat ass football neck you sporting? All right, yeah, you may have a nice body and shit, but bitch, you jiggling every fucking well. Like, I don't know whether it's jelly or jam. I don't know which one it is. And Rich tells him, like, You got all of this messy shit going on, man. You need to fix this shit, man. And he's like, I can't, man. You ain't got to worry about that, man. It's my problem. You ain't got to worry about that. That's me right there. I go home to Amina. I go home to Tara. I got to deal with that. He's like, nigga, that don't mean nothing. This shit still spreads. You don't see the spreading going on around this motherfucker? It's spreading. Okay? Because of this situation, yo bitch just got out of a record deal that she was about to get. Look at that. Huh. Okay, like obviously it's spreading. So Tara is on her way to work, okay? And Peter decides that he is going to be on the trail to work while she's on her way, so he can stop her and try to talk her into being with him. And when she, when she see him, she's like, oh fuck, what this nigga want? But it's like, bitch, stop faking the funk. You know you wanted to see him. You want to see him trying so that you could give yourself the okay to let him back in, when you know ain't nothing he could ever do that's gonna make any of this shit okay. I'm so sorry, but there's no amount of pussy eating, dick jumping, gifts. That is nothing that you could buy me short of a goddamn island with my name on the entire thing, paid for fully, with a mansion on site and a butler for life that could ride and die and throw bodies in the backyard and take the fall if some shit go down. Okay, that is the only thing that will make me forgive a nigga for letting me, stringing me along for a fucking decade and then turning around and marrying another bitch after 1 year, but then still trying to come and be with me. That's the only thing you can do, is buy me something that is so catastrophic that that's the only thing that will make me ever get wet again, is thinking about that. This nigga bought me an island with a house. Well, the bitch can have him. I don't give a fuck. I got my island in my house. Like, that's how I would feel, okay? But anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. So they go back and forth, and the basic thing is that he still wants to blame her. He still doesn't get what he's done. He still wants her back. She's like, nigga, I don't want to be around you. I don't even want to be around you when you come and see the kids. And he's like, I can't help that. And I'm like, nigga, you're an idiot. And they just basically part ways, and there's no getting back as far as Tara is concerned. So then we get to Sega and Erica Jean, okay? And him and his, like, this nigga looks like a worm or a snake or a seal or something where you can't differentiate between the back of the head and the neck. Like, that's how I feel when I look at Saigon, okay? Their situation is going well. They go on a date to go paint, and he's telling her she gotta win his heart. And I'm like, nigga, do you have a vagina? Why does she have to win your heart? Like, you play pussy and you get fucked. Like, I can't stand that shit. What she gotta earn your affections for? You the dude. Like, I'm sorry. Chivalry is dead in the motherfucker everywhere else but inside my house. Oh, alright. So, I'm just saying, like, ridiculousness. What you mean I gotta earn your love? Nigga, this is what is this? Like, this ain't that much in the future, bitch. 1970 was not that far back when niggas still had to earn my love. You better go listen to an Al Green song and get your life together, Saigon. Okay? Anyway, but they supposed to be going well. They dating and all of that. Then Saigon goes to play basketball with Peter and discusses how he feels that his son, who is 1.5, almost 2, is not speaking as much as he would like him to. And it's like, so now that must mean that Erica is a bad mother, basically. And it's like, nigga, you've only been in this boy's life for 5 minutes, and you all of a sudden know what he should be doing at this point. Boys generally are slower to talking and being social than girls are. So he's actually comparing his son that's 1.5 to his daughter that's around the same age. And she was talking, by this age, and it's like every child is different. That doesn't mean anything is wrong with the child, but he wants to go get the child checked out. But when he goes to talk to Erica, he doesn't say it like that. He tells her that obviously you're not being attentive enough. I've been around you with the baby and you don't be paying attention unless he's throwing a tantrum and basically telling her she's a bad mother and it's her fucking fault that her baby can't say 35 words like he's supposed to. And I'm like, you was a low down dirty ass nigga. Like, I could understand why she wouldn't want her kid around you. Did you really say that shit to her and then tell her we were in a restaurant when she get loud with you? That's the one thing you're not supposed to ever do. You're never supposed to tell a woman she's a bad mother because of some shit like that. Like, to me, I feel like that's horrible. That's horrible, especially if she's not harming the baby, she's not hurting the baby, she's not neglecting the baby. If the baby hasn't learned to talk yet, like, people don't need to teach their kids how to talk. That's not how it happens. They pick up talking from being around people that's fucking talking. Okay? You don't sit down and be like, bad, bad. No, that's spelling, motherfucker, and we not at that point yet. That made me so mad, because it's like, it's one thing if the baby does have a learning disability. That still has nothing to do with her being a bad mother. I'm just saying, like, because he brought up, you know, the kid could be autistic, but when she, you know, because I'm like, the fuck, being autistic is not, they don't have nothing to do with the kind of parent you are. Where the fuck do you get this shit from, you ignorant ass nigga with no neck? Like, I'm just, So she goes off on him and tries to leave, and when she tries to go get in her van that looked like she just came from the nursery school, you know, the nursery school with it. Like, she, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how the nursery schools be having them big ass vans with, you know, put all the babies in and shit. I'm just saying, anyway. So, you know, he tries to stop her from leaving by standing in the door, and she keeps pulling the door like, get the fuck away from me. He was like, you and your fake ass, you hood rat ass bitch, and you was, you know, you was a terrible mother, you hood rat, you hood rat, and I'm like, you was a bitch. Like, did you really talking about and your ass is fake? And she was like, so? And I was like, oh, this bitch real? And she said, so? Like, nigga, you paid for it. So what? My ass is fake. Ooh. It's a phenomenon. Like, get over it. Get over it. Saigon, you is played than a motherfucker. You are so played. I just can't. I was too disturbed by that whole conversation, okay? Like, it's not like the baby be dirty, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when babies be neglected, they be dirty, they don't be clean, people don't be feeding them, you know what I mean? Like, shut the fuck, never mind. Anyway, and then we get to Yandy. Yandy is mad because the lawyers have not been discussing Mendici's case with her the way she feels is appropriate, especially since she footing the bill for the expensive ass lawyer. So she get the babies on a plane and go out there to go talk to him, and he basically tells her, you are not the wife, this is attorney-client privilege, and I can't tell you shit. And that's not gonna change because you got on the plane and came out this motherfucker. That's not gonna change. And she says, well, damn, what can you tell me? He was like, there are a lot of things I can't tell you. Like, it was like, it was nothing. Nothing was said. Except for, she, you know, she put out there that he said he was gonna be able to get Mendici's out in a couple of days after he turned himself in. And he was like, hold up, no. Let's not misconstrue what I said. I would never say something like that with charges this serious. These are federal serious charges. He might face some time. You know, it's just best that you get yourself prepared for the long haul. And I know it's hard, but you know, you're just gonna have to deal with it because you're dating an ex-drug dealer. Get over it, basically. You're welcome. Like, he gave her that awkward, you're welcome. And I was like, oh my God, this white lawyer just read you your fucking papers. Oh, like what you thought? Because you was a maid bitch that somehow that was gonna make a difference in the situation. Even if you was his wife, they probably wouldn't tell you the type of stuff that, because I think Mendici's is the one that's telling the lawyer not to tell you certain shit, which is the reason why I was aggravated when he the one that's gonna tell her she needs to go out there and find out what's going on. Like, nigga, you know what's going on. It's your case. Why don't you tell her? I feel like I shouldn't have to go see the lawyer. Nigga, you need to be talking to me about everything. And he's not, because he's trying to protect her. And it's like, protect her from what, nigga? You've been in jail for 7 months and she raising her first child on her own. Not to mention the fact that y'all supposed to have gotten married by now. So come on now. Come on now. What are you protecting her from? What? Come on now. It's just stupid. And I feel bad for Yandy, but I feel like, bitch, you put yourself in a situation. You knew who you was fucking with. He was a kingpin. Don't act like you don't respect it. Like, that's what it be like. When women like Yandy get with drug dealers, it's because they respect the hustle. And they respect the fact that they probably with a man that's going to do for them. They with a man that's going to do whatever he got to do for them regardless. And women with money like to know that a man will do whatever to make sure that he can match what they bring to the table. That's really what it is. And that's why she was with him. And plus, he had a little thuggish, ruggish bone. And she all, you know, I am Yancy, sparkling eyes, and, you know, raspberry cakes, and, you know, magic and booty, and my stomach out, and body suits. And it's like baby milk and juice. And it's like, you know, she just be always trying to play the role like she's this stern, perfect businesswoman. Basically, Yandy is like the white girl of the entire cast. She was talking to her daddy, talking about, oh, I didn't want to be a single mother. I didn't plan for this. And it's like, what woman plans to be a single mother? Not any I know. They be with these men, think they're gonna be with these men for a long time, and then they end up being a couple of years down the line when they end up being a single mother. And it is what it is. But no one plans to be a single mother except for these ratchet bitches that's just out here having babies so that they can get more money on welfare. I'm just saying, I know hoes, okay? So anyway, getting to Sin Santana, okay? So Naya and Sin meet up. And I like the way Sin lied and told Erica that that they didn't meet up, that she called her. No, that's not what happened. Y'all met up. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, Naya Lee been giving me straight gay dyke tease from the entire beginning, y'all. She been giving me lick 'em up from the very beginning. Lick 'em up. Anyway, so they basically had a conversation saying that she and Erica need to talk because they both come off like crazy bitches and maybe they should just sit down and talk. And I'm like, Sin, why are you trying to get them to talk? What difference does it fucking make whether they cool or not? Who cares? But she convinces Erica to meet with the girl, and at the same time, Erica is still trying to convince her that Rich is cool when it comes to the managing thing and her loyalty to Rich. And it's like, why don't you go suck Rich dick and get it over with? Like, that's really what this is about. You want her to get comfortable with it so you can have a threesome with this nigga. Don't think I don't know what the game is. I see the game already, okay? I see the game already, okay? Anyway, but eventually, you know, push all that shit aside because anybody got time to be going into all the logistics of the stupid ass conversations that these two, you know, big titty, basic, no brain having hoes be having. And I'm sorry, y'all, but that's how they be looking sometimes. Bubblegum, titties, lesbian, bubblegum. Like, that's what I be seeing. So, and not even real lesbian, for play college lesbian, girls gone wild lesbian, like, you know, ooh, my tits lesbian, not the real bitch lay down, open your legs lesbian. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, because if you know what it's about. And it'd be so much more serious than what these hoes are giving me right now. Okay, I know the seriousness of you know, titties rubbing up against each other, and it's so much more serious than what they're giving me right now. Anyway, y'all, sorry I had to go so deep into it, but I had to give you the idea of it's the seriousness that they not having with this lesbian shit, and it's aggravating the fuck out of me. Anyway, I need some real dykes on television, people. Some real ones, okay? You know, and not just the ones that I gotta get off. This is between bitches. Bum, 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 bum. I'm never gonna sing the new theme song. It's never gonna happen. Anyway, so when Erica and Naya Lee meet up, it instantly goes into an argument because Naya Lee tells her that the last time they talked, she was trying to discredit her. And, you know, Erica's like, bitch, what credit? What credit do you have? What credentials do you have? And then they gotta go into it. And then Naya's talking about her music career is better than Erica's music career. And Erica gets up and it's like, man, this bitch talking reckless, I'm gonna punch her in her fucking face. And she like, punch me in my face, bitch, punch me in my face. And it's like, really? No. And she was like, bitch, I will punch you in your face. And it's like, Erica, please jump up and do something. Are you really being a calmer person now? Or are you just scared because this bitch is like 7 feet tall and the size of an NBA basketball player? Tell me what it is, okay? Don't be scared. Get a bar stool. But I still feel like Erica won the fight because after they went back and forth and Naya Lee is you know, keep trying to say that she's the best and she's on top. What did it for me was when Erica turned around because Naya told her, won't you go fuck for it? And it's like, bitch, you're a stripper. The audacity, right? So I'm just saying, like, if somebody is not fucking somebody or not stripping to make their money, let's be real. Being on reality TV and being a crazy bitch does not make you a hoe. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that Erica isn't a hoe, but that's not how she making her money right now is what I'm saying. So Erica turns around and says, you go fuck for it, bitch, and throws a wad of cash in her face. And Naya's like, bitch, my man's got stacks bigger than that. And it's like, bitch, your man's. Do you have stacks bigger than that? Because if you do, I'd be surprised if you don't go and pick up all that fucking money up off the ground. Like, let's be real. And Erica, you better have it like that to be throwing out that bitch, that better been $50 worth of ones. That's what that better have been, okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't be throwing no mad dabs of cash at hater bitches. That's a waste of fucking money, girl. Do you know what you can go buy from Forever 21 with $50? 2 good sweaters, okay? 2 good sweaters, okay? With tribal print, maybe, okay? Y'all know Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up, so I've been on all the websites doing all the shit, trying to figure out how much I'm gonna spend, because I don't want to go ape shit, but I still want to get shit, because, you know, it's winter, and I gotta get my winter game up, right? But anyway, so yeah, y'all, they got into it. Erica was like, fuck you. And when Erica walked off, I was like, ooh, bitch, your booty look juicy. When did that happen, right? She was giving me straight juicy booty. I was like, ooh, when did that happen, right? I was liking that walk away. I ain't gonna front. Like, I'ma just say this. Erica, like, maybe scutterbutt and hood, but the bitch is well put together. I hate how saggy her titties are, But I still feel like the bitch is put together well. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Love and hip hop. Y'all have a really good week, a good Thanksgiving, if this is the only one of my videos that you watch. So I love you all, and I'll see y'all in my next video.